Hello. Well, I guess if you've just seen that, you've probably just seen I just had to move because there was a plane there. I completely forgot to connect to vatsim and check that. Anyway, hello guys, welcome to the stream. Today we'll be flying down to Innsbruck with the Airways scenery from Geneva. Currently at Geneva we have two grounds, one tower and two approaches. Three approaches in fact actually, one tower and two grounds. So we're very busy today, so it should be a fun departure on the routing. So let's get ready to go. If you just give me 1 second, I'm back in a minute. Alright, let's get going then. So, we just hop inside the cockpit. We'll get the external powers on, and we get the two batteries, crew supply, ADs to align. Set them going. If we just turn the brightness displays down a bit, I think we're almost ready to go. Start programming our FMC. If any of you guys have any questions, please ask. We are on live weather today, however, I'm just going to drag the time back to a much nicer time. As I don't know about you, but not so fun flying at night, I don't think. It'd be nice to see some of the scenery as you go over Innsbruck. So we'll go day. Stop the displays. Flight directors, constraint display, hectopascal, set pressure 1018, and we'll boost up this brightness and stuff. First thing we want to do is we want to go on the ground page. We've got a PAX connected. Get the jet bridge connected and we'll leave it at that because we're departing quite soon. We go to the dispatch system, fueling page, using our Livery flight plan, which we could load up, but I'm not going in for today. Just going to use it from here. We need 4,730 kilograms of fuel. So we need to refuel to 4,730, which is about there. So it'll take approximately 7 minutes, so if we set that going, I guess it's basically defueling the aircraft to the correct level. We'll see the fuel levels actually dropping as it does that, which is a very nice feature they've added to the fly-by-wire. I'm very pleased they've added that. It makes it much better. That's that, again, another level of detail. So, if we get the rest of the displays turned on, we'll start going through the FMC. So go to our init page. We're going from LSGG to Lowy. Go, it goes there. The from and to, there we go, that's in. Click return. That's in nicely. We'll set a cruise of 240 in there. CI, today we're going as 7. And our alternate, which this could be quite important as famously difficult into Innsbruck. And the winds are looking fairly rough today, so we might have a couple of go-rounds, hopefully not, but never know. Put in the flight for number, which is 35 Papa Kilo today. Goes there. And the company route is the GVA INN1. And that just goes in to the company route there. So the refuel is being done, sorry, the waiting is being done. We just have to do the payload. We'll let the fuel do itself. But we need to change our payload, which I think we have to wait till the refuel's done, actually, to do the payload. So we'll have to leave the init B page for a bit. It's the first time using that system, so I don't actually know. Our departure on the Mulsu 3 Alpha off runway 22. The routing is pinned, guys, if you want to join me. Is all there. Scroll down a bit, we've got the Molu 4 Alpha, that goes in there. Molu 4 Alpha, insert. There we go. So from Molus, we had uniform November 871. There's Ditton via, and we're heading to Ditton. On the right, Uniform November 871 again. So this is just down the same airway. Don't think you have to put it in twice, but I like to. And we're going to Gamsa. Gamsa in the right, there we go. Insert. There we go, got Mollis, Sosal, Delno, all the waypoints going in nicely. From Gamsa we then go into our Maydeb 1 Bravo into 08. It's the ILS, oh sorry, RNAV, 08 Zulu, Maydeb 1 Bravo. Via today we have no via on our routing, and we're just going to hit insert. There we go, that's in. GPS primary lost, that's okay. These is are aligning. Just confirm, yes they are. The nav lights on, emergency exits on. We'll turn up the integrity lights. We'll turn them up, and we'll boost the brightness a bit. Make it look a bit nicer. And there we go, that's us about ready to go. A couple of people to our right, not really sure where they're going. But let's connect up to ground. So today we're on 121.625 by 675, I think. It depends on which side you're on the airfield you are as to where you go. So we'll have a look. 121.675. There we go. Tuned. Let's say hi. Geneva ground. G35 Papa Kilo with you. So on the stands, we're an A320 Neo requesting IFR clearance to Innsbruck. Let's see if they get back to us.
ED35 Papa Kilo, Geneva ground. Good evening. Information hotel, correct, runway 22 cleared to Innsbruck via the Molus for Alpha departure, initially fly level 90 and squawk 1000.
Molus 4 departure, squawk 1000, initial climb at 9000, EZ35 Papa Kilo.
EZ35 Papa Kilo, just to confirm, initially is flight level 90.
Affirmative sir, flight level 90.
EZ35 Papa Kilo, read back, correct, report ready.
Roger, EZ35 Papa Kilo. Okay, so there we go.
Geneva ground, Hotel Bravo Charlie Whiskey
Just
Papa,
checking that.
good evening,
Just check our
requesting a
departure.
taxi for VFR departure Sierra.
So if we just check our departure there, make sure that's the correct one.
And we have information hotel.
Yeah, Molus 4 Alpha, that's it, that's all good.
Hotel Whiskey Papa,
Leave that like
Geneva
that.
ground, hello, information hotel, correct, taxi to holding point runway
Check how the
22,
defuel is
via
going.
Yankee, hold short Yankee 2.
We just said fast.
Taxiing to runway 22
Just see if we
via
can get it to go a
Yankee
little
and holding
faster.
short of Yankee 2,
So
Hotel
we're ready
Whiskey
to
Papa.
go soon. There we go, plane's being defueled. It's nice. I really hope that's a really nice addition. I'm really glad they added that. We're looking at the fuel bar down in the bottom left here. We can see that from 25% it's slowly dropping down to whatever we need, wherever we put it.
Swiss 208, Geneva ground,
And
good
actually
evening,
now the fuel is
information
actually
hotel,
done.
correct, runway
Refuel
22
is
cleared to
completed.
Hanover via the Molus for Alpha departure.
So now what we're going to do
Initial
is we're going to set our
climb, fly level
payload
90 and
so that we
squawk
weigh
1000.
what we should weigh. And our total weight for today is 60,000. Go. That's set, so now let's do init B. Left, we hit there twice, it goes in.
Swiss 208, correct, report ready.
4.7 into the block. That's in. Just give us our fuel predictions, there we go, fuel predictions have come up. Performance page, we put the altitude in as 6,000. Actually, sorry, it's at 7,000 here. So we have to be cautioned when we're climbing to 9,000 because actually 7,000 is transition, sort of pass through it. Which is one of the... And yes, we'll put 1/1 up. I've still got to learn how to do that trim. Still some practice needed. Put the V1 speeds in. There we go. There we go. The V speeds are in. And all we're going to do is set up the tower frequency. Or actually, I'll leave that because we might go on to a different frequency. We're going to get the, not METAR, although there will be one when we get closer. Sorry, ATIS, but we're going to get the METAR going.
Good evening, stand by
just so that we have it
clearance, break,
in
break,
case.
Hotel Whiskey Papa, contact tower.
Got 1 minute till the AD is aligned.
Bye-bye.
So I'm just going to set the brightnesses. Lock the door. Squawk 1000 is set. We'll get the APU running.
And Swiss
And we'll get the
108,
fuel
ready to
pumps
copy.
on. Right, ignite all of them. Fuel pumps are on, we're ready to go. Let's disconnect the jetway.
Correction, sorry, Swiss
Jetway
186. Are you ready
disconnecting.
to copy clearance?
Yep, ready to copy clearance. 186.
Swiss 186, information hotel, correct, runway 22,
Okay, so we've got a tug spawn. We just click that.
Via the Balti 7
He will
Alpha
drive on, and
departure.
that'll take him a while because he's facing the runway.
And squawk
So we'll just let that go on.
634.
Company message, there we go. So we've got the meter that's come in. Message received. Meter. Print the meter. Go back. And we'll leave that like that. We'll let the meter print out. We'll have that ready for us so that when we start getting closer, we can put in the weather.
Swiss 186,
click that.
it's
We're
flight
good to
level
go.
90.
Flight level 90.
Wind shear to auto prediction so that we're ready to
Swiss
go.
186, read correct, report ready.
And that's all ready for us. So, now we're ready. We'll just get the APU, make sure that's started, which it has.
Tower, good evening. This
We'll
is
turn on the
Hotel
beacon
Echo
light.
Kilo Victor requesting IFA clearance to
And
Hanover.
I don't think anyone's going to join us today, so we'll just make sure that tug connects, which apparently it is, but
Information
it's
Golf.
there, so we'll assume that's connected.
Kilo Victor, Geneva, ground.
APU to bleed.
Good evening, information
Solar
hotel
power
is now
off.
current, cleared to Hanover by the
And we'll get the
Modus
push and
4
start going,
Alpha
so
departure. Initial climb
set the
flight
trim
level 90
actually
and
whilst we
squawk
wait for that. This is, it'll be a
6735.
second because actually
Squawk
he's giving me clearance.
6735, initial flight level 90, and
Don't know what's going on. I think
we
there's a
have the
group flight of
Modus
some
4
sort.
Alpha
We got
departure,
a
and information hotel is now current.
Air Serbia,
Hotel Echo Kilo Victor.
Lufthansa, Swiss. We got a lot of people. Easy 35 Papa Kilo, question push and start. Oh god.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, contact
Just move my desk.
1.85, bye bye.
12185, easy 35 Papa Kilo, bye bye. Okay, so just go to 12185. Wind that in
Papa
there.
Kilo Victor, startup is approved, QNH 101.
That's ground. Geneva ground, easy 35 Papa Kilo, question push and start.
EC35 Papa Kilo, very good evening. Pushback and startup approved, facing northeast. QNH 1018, report ready for taxi.
Push back and start approved facing northeast, QNH 1018. Report ready for taxi, 35 Papa Kilo. And there we go, we're ready to go. So we've disengaged the parking brake, APU's on bleed, QNH is already set. Start the push.
Delta 1283.
There we go, we're going back.
21 and Dio from now on to roll 0.22.
To be honest, I don't know what the tug's doing. It'll be their new fly-by-wire system, but to be perfectly honest, I don't know what's going on. Right, and now what if only you have to double-click to get it to start turning. But what we'll do is we'll get the engines 1 and 2 going.
Tower 118.7, enjoy your flight.
Oh, armor spoilers.
118.7, Lufthansa 20 Bravo, thanks, bye.
There we go. That's turning right.
Delta 1283, ask for you, contact tower 118.7, enjoy your flight.
Thank you, bye-bye.
That's about straight, so we'll sort of stop the push in a sec. There we go. Let's get that going back straight. And let's stop it there. Stop the push. Wait for us to come to a complete stop. Parking brake is set. And we're good to go. Taxi lights on. Disengage the tug. I'm not sure it was even there. Oh, it is there. Oh god, I'm blinding the tug driver then. There you go, both engines are coming alive. There you go, engines alive. Set this to normal. What's that? Other windows. Right, AP bleed and master off. Everything else is good to go. We turn the packs off for departure. Plane's gone nice and quiet.
Swiss 208, very good evening, QNH 1018, pushback and startup approved, facing northeast, report ready for taxi.
Okay, so we'll get ready to go.
Facing northeast and QNH is 1018 and report when ready for taxi. Swiss 208.
Just get the rudder, and we'll request taxi. Easy 35 Papa Kilo requesting taxi.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, taxi on point runway 22 via inner link 5 and Alpha.
Via inner, link 5 and Alpha, taxi holding point runway 22, easy 35 Papa Kilo. So guys, we're going to the very end of the runway, via the sort of last left turn that we can do. So, give it a bit of power. I've disabled the parking brake. Let the engine throttle up a bit, and we're rolling. We need to go left slightly immediately. I've pushed quite close to that left hand so ahead of us. So actually, we'll start going left. Oh, that's weird. The plane's not actually turning left when I say to. Don't know what's happened there. That's really weird actually. I can't steer. Is it going to explain that, or? That is really weird. I can't actually steer on the ground now. Right, we'll have to hold position quickly. I think they might have added a new settings, maybe. Hopefully that's just it. But I don't actually know that. Controls. If we go to the A320, we'll get not this sign. If we go to all, not there won't be miscellaneous instrument systems, camera, autopilot, brakes, structural surfaces, rudder axis. That's really not that. Flaps, spoilers, early trim, running lights, strobe lights, six lights. That's weird. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's not there. If any of you guys know, please let me know. Because actually, I don't know what we're going to do. Of course, I can't we can't. Like entrance and systems go here, and not anti-ice, not electronics, not engine systems, it's not fuel, not hydraulics, probably not there. Actual services. It's not, probably not going to be there. It's sort of tiller. That's my name.
Ready for taxi.
No, okay, we'll have to use differential thrust taxi, I guess. Or go fast enough so that rudder becomes active.
Outer and Alpha.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we have to do. We go fast enough so that the rudder is our steering. Anyway, we'll set the flaps for one for takeoff. But actually, there's nothing I can do.
208, change of plan, straight ahead, inner, link 5 and Alpha, follow the EasyJet in front.
Okay, that's
link 5 and Alpha.
I'm just going to hit. No, we're going to have to stop. Okay, we have to use slew mode to sort of turn a bit, I guess. We're just going to have to keep taxiing like this, I guess. I don't know what that is. Must be a Newberg. I don't know what's going on. It maybe something to do with the FEFB. I don't know. Which is the tablet. Oh, the tug's still connected. Right, tug's gone. Yeah, we're turning. Okay, it was the tug. Okay. Thought that disconnected. Obviously not. So link 5 is just down here a bit and left about here, I believe. So if we just go left, there's no taxiway markings here, sadly, on my MSFS. But we'll just have to go without, I guess. Turn out here, then going right. I've just set the auto brake to maximum. Then going right here. Out onto the outer and right here.
Please confirm link 4 or link 5.
Well, link 5 please, for Swiss 208, the EasyJet is going the wrong way.
Oops. Appears we've gone the wrong way.
And DC35 Papa Kilo, it's no problem for now, but link 5 was a little bit further down in the inner.
Roger sir, sorry, Easy 35 Papa Kilo, there's no taxi line on our scenery, so I'll have to try and get a new one.
Microsoft Flight Simulator, I know the problem.
Yep, that is the issue.
EC35 Papa Kilo, contact tower on 118.7, enjoy your flights.
118.7, EC35 Papa Kilo, thank you, have a nice day. Right, 1187, so there we go, at least you understood.
Geneva ground, good evening, Swiss 6.
That's the tower frequency, we're on to tower frequency. There we go. Again, a little bit fast down this taxiway. Not gonna lie, we're doing 50 knots. That's probably a little bit too fast. Keep losing some speed down to 30. If you want to know your ground speed, guys, just look here, and that's GS, and that'll be at ground speed. So you gotta slow down to at least 30. Just speed ring it here. Should we just have a look? He's just come off link 5, so he's right near the end, yeah. Okay, the speed's building again, so we're going to just reduce the thrust a little bit. We're starting to get towards the threshold. Tower is 35 Papa Kilo with you, texting to hold point 1122.
35 Papa Kilo Geneva Tower, good evening, hold short Alpha.
Hold short Alpha is 35 Papa Kilo. Now I believe Alpha is this next holding point actually.
Delta 1283, runway 22, clear for takeoff, wind 210 degrees, 20 knots, costing 30 knots.
Delta 22, Golf 100.
So we just pull it up to a stop here. Right, so we just stop here. We'll just have a nice wing view of him departing. There we go, I think he's rolling. Just about. Come on, mate, go a little bit faster. There we go. Good speed. There we go, he's off. He's rolling, and we continue to hold.
Geneva Tower, good evening. Please to the right on Alpha.
Swiss 20 Geneva Tower, good evening, hold short Alpha.
Hold short Alpha, please to the right.
There we go, he's off. Watch him rotate. Still on the runway. He's pulling up a bit, pulling up. There we go. I think he's scraping into the air there. Yep, there we go. He's in the air, so we just go back to cockpit and finish up our preparations for departure. So it's going to be check cabin. We'll get the lights on. Lights are all on. I don't think there's traffic landing, however I can be wrong. Yeah, I don't think there is, so we'll probably land up in a sec. We'll set the
Papa Kilo, runway
TCAS
22, line of weight.
line up and wait, runway 22 is 35 Papa Kilo. There we go, this is kilos for line up and wait, so we'll just get a little bit of power on. Oh. I think I'll just set a flat level, there we go. That's one. Give it a little bit of power. Go straight for a second, just, I find if you start turning immediately, you actually have an issue where you need a lot of thrust to get rolling. So we'll go straight for a bit, and start our turn.
Delta 1283, contact Geneva departure, 119.525, right?
Okay, follow this rough green, these green lights on the runway on, and we'll line up with the threshold. Sorry, not the threshold, line up with the centre line. Okay, so...
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, runway 22,
yep,
clear for takeoff, wind 210 degrees, 20 knots, costing 30 knots.
Clear for takeoff runway 22, 35 Papa Kilo. I'll get the anti-ice on. Take off. Everything's good. Take off position. Parking brakes released. All ready to go. Just go in the lower position just so I can see as we start to roll. Thrust confirmed stable. Tow power set. I do like to use toga. I probably should use flex, but I like to get a bit of speed up. It's nice. Get an early rotation going. 80 knots, speed alive, SRS, runway auto thrust blue. So we go, the speed's just building, we're letting that build, past 100 knots there. Little bit of drag to the left. Marks for flight sim if you have V1, rotate. Apologies, if you have sort of any wind, oh gosh, that's quite a lot there on takeoff. If you have any wind or crosswind, it actually simulates it whilst you're on the ground, which is slightly unrealistic, so it can cause quite a lot of, or maybe it is realistic, I don't particularly know, but I know it causes quite a lot of crosswind on departure, which is quite annoying. Like the gear up, we'll level the nose slightly there, give it a minute, we're just going to turn the taxi lights off, and the packs we'll leave off for just a second. There we go, we've leveled off the nose. I'm going to drop the nose just a little bit to let speed build. I'm going to de-arm the spoilers. Make sure on V-Pilot you've got mode C set, so that you need mode C when you're in airborne if you're doing IFR.
119.525, bye-bye.
119F525 is 35 Papa Kilo, bye bye. There we go, so we just start to back off just a bit there, the speed's too...
208.
We're contacting
We'll be ready for departure in
119,525.
35 seconds.
Ready for departure. This is the
208, runway 22, line up right.
line up 22 and wait. This is the
119,525, we'll just set the flaps up so we don't overspeed. Yep, there we go, 119,525, contact. Say hello. Geneva departure is 35 Papa Kilo with you, passing 4,500 for 9,000.
It's a 35 Papa Kilo, Geneva departure, good evening, identified. Confirm flight level 90.
Flight level 90, that is the first, sorry, it's 35 Papa Kilo. So it's a habit actually, I've been practicing at San Juan where we'll be on Sunday. Molus for Alpha departure, it's 35 Papa Kilo. It's actually, for the stream on Sunday we're going out of Geneva. Sorry, not controlling. We're controlling San Juan in America, which means it's FAA rules. Don't worry about flying in there. I will try and help you as much as possible. If you have an issue, just question it in the live stream. But basically, what that means, guys, is the terminology is slightly different to that of what we use into ICAO, which is basically all Europe countries. And so therefore, occasionally stuff like this, flight level 90, that's transition stuff, I'm getting wrong a bit because I'm spending most of my time actually on that air station controlling, so occasionally we get it wrong. Right, there we go, we're through 7,000, so we're going standard pressure, and I've turned the landing lights off, as we're actually through 10,000, so therefore, and that's off, definitely. Continuing our climb round here. Just the nose down slightly, just to hold that. And once we finish the turn, I will put the autopilot on. But it's nice. I like to fly manually. Wow, look at that! Oh my god, look how many lights there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 747 on the ground. Very busy Geneva. There's also a plane landing. You can see there. So a nice busy Geneva. I think I might have accidentally flown in during an event. I'm not quite sure.
Is it 35 Papa Kilo, ground flight level 110?
Flying 110 is a 35 Papa Kilo.
Delta 1283, contact
we'll keep the climb going up.
133.4, bye-bye.
A Delta flying around here, wow.
Negative, frequency 133.4.
Right, there we go, so we're levelling off, we'll go autopilot on. That's all active, and we can turn the seatbelt lights off.
133.4,
and there we go, everything's good to go. We're climbing nicely now. We did everything during the climb, and so we're pretty much ready all the way up to cruise. We've just got to keep an eye out for his altitude departure, sort of altitude instructions. Apart from that, we're good to go. So, we're landing actually runway 08, which I'm going to have to get the charts up for, but I don't actually have many. But from what I can explain to you, it's very, very simple. We come. I'll show you on the VFR. I do actually know it. I have seen it before and pay attention, but I've got to actually get them up. So I'll get them in a bit as we get closer. But what I want to show you is we level at 13,000 around here, and then actually we start a 3.9 degree descent all the way down this valley. Pretty much.
Papa Kilo, ground flight level 150.
150 is a 35 Papa Kilo. I don't know why, to be honest, to be perfectly honest. It didn't clear us all the way up, but maybe it's traffic on. It probably is. He's going to do it in step climbs, but there's a delta up there, I suppose, but apart from that, we're pretty much the only traffic in this area. There's a lot of ice on the plane. We're pretty much the only traffic in the area, so it's that's quite interesting actually. I wasn't expecting that. Right. So if we just set ourselves up, give me a second, guys. That's the one.
Swiss 208, ground flight level 120.
flight 120, Swiss 208.
Right, so I'll just get this image open so you guys can actually see what we're doing. If we just boost this up a bit. There we go. We've got a bit of an idea of what we're going on for now. So, let's bring this over and we can have a look at what we're up to. Apologies for the poor quality. It's one of those annoying things when you take a screenshot. But basically the idea is we come in at 13,000 here. And then we descend at a 3.4. Ooh, that's a little bit out of quality. I do need to know that though. Zoom out a bit, we might be able to see.
035 Papa Kilo, call Swiss radar 133.4, bye bye.
133.4 or is it 35 Papa Kilo?
Swiss 28, come flight level 150.
So just turn the frequency to 133.4. Just check, sometimes they use abbreviations. Just check on the list here. 133.4. Where is it? There we go. 400. 400. Contact, this will be busy. Center control. Control is 35 Papa Kilo with you. Level up 150. Maybe he's gone. 13. Ah, it was 133. I've got the wrong frequency there.
Swiss hello, bar 22,000.
Yep, there we go. It's busy.
Level 230, loose start.
Artillery Delta India, Swiss radar, good evening. You're cleared to lose our 2 Romeo arrivals at Squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, loose start to Romeo, to Delta India.
Control is 35 Papa Kilo with you. Level at 150.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, Swiss radar, good evening. You're identified. Climb flight level 240.
Climb 240 is 35 Papa Kilo. There we go, so just gauge vertical speed, let it go up, and we'll hopefully jump out of this cloud. Apart from that, we're pretty good. So, looking at the arrival, I'm just checking if we've got an ATIS up yet. We'll have to wait as we get closer to see if we do. Currently, I can't see anyone online, so I don't know. But what we do know is this is, I can't tell. I can't actually tell what that is, so we'll have to find that later. I don't know. I don't know what that says. It's very blurry. Very blurry image.
6 Foxtrot Echo, Swiss radar, good evening, set Squawk 1000, cleared loser to Romeo arrival, descent flight level 240.
Loser to Romeo arrival, Squawk 1000,
That was a weird noise, I wonder what that was.
descent flight level, can you repeat for 6 Foxtrot Echo?
Part 6 Foxtrot Echo 240.
And descent to flight level 240, 6 Foxtrot Echo.
So, just checking the stream, give me a sec.
1025, contact Swiss,
Weird noise came on
Geneva
my headset
arrival
then.
131.325, happy landing, bye bye.
131325, goodbye. Swiss radar, good evening, Lufthansa 5.
That was a very bad sim lag there.
Descending to flight level 230.
Bit worried there. I wonder what happened. I think they probably popped into the clouds maybe, or no, not yet. That was very weird.
Descent 170, Lufthansa 5421.
Lufthansa 5421, cleared Akito 3, Romeo arrival.
Hey, from Akito 3, Romeo for Lufthansa 5421.
Says good evening, bar 6,
Part 6 Sierra Echo, Swiss radar, good evening, cleared loser 2, Romeo arrival, set Squawk 1000.
Loser to Romeo 1000, said bar 6 Echo.
Okay, so I'm just getting up some special shots, guys. So if you just give me a second.
Swiss 310, Swiss radar, good evening, you're identified, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Swiss 310.
Artillery Delta India, contact Geneva arrival 131, that's stand by for the frequency then.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll keep climbing. We'll input this METAR data as as some of it is going to be correct, so depending on the ATIS at the time, some of it can change. So our QNH is 1019.
Arrival 121325, happy landing, bye bye.
Put in the QNH, there we go.
1325, bye
QNH there. The winds are variable, variable VRBO. Sorry, VRB. 04 to 04. So 4 knots to 16 knots. Now I know they're from the southeast, because I checked. So we can assume they're coming from about 110.
Right, heading 040.
And let's put in between 4 and 16. Or roughly in between, so I'm going to put about 10, because it's variable, and we'll just put that in there. I believe transition into low is 7,000.
250 knots, descent
We'll just put
flight
that in the
level
transition
170.
altitude. That goes in there.
250 170 part 60.
And then we're ready to go.
Correction, descent flight level 180.
180 60 echo.
So, we'll let it climb still. Hopefully we'll get out of these clouds, however I don't actually know. We might actually not get out of these clouds, which would be a shame. But hopefully we do, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, why is that opening? Give me a sec, guys. Get rid of that.
This is Papa Hotel Echo Kilo
Get rid
Victor
of
with
that.
you at flight
Okay,
level
so
145 or 150.
there we go. Sorry, my mic went a bit weird then. Right, we'll just up the displays a bit. Sadly, it looks like we're going to be sat in cloud for the whole flight, which is not very nice.
Flight level 430.
And all we're going to do, as soon as we can do it from here
Flight
now,
level 430 for Papa Kilo Victor.
fuel. We're just going to keep an eye on the fuel, basically. We're going to keep an eye on the fuel dropping, what's going on, and it seems like that's about good, so we don't really need to worry about that.
part 60 echo.
But what we do is do a form of calculator, even though we're on frequency. We have quite a busy frequency actually. We're going to put in vertical speed and everything just to make sure we know. And so our target altitude is 13,000.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, contact with radar 128.05 and clear flight, bye bye.
1505 is 35 Papa Kilo.
5746, climb flight level
125.05 he says. So a weird frequency there. Right down, scroll right down to the bottom. 050. Or let me check, as I say, finding it in the frequency again.
Air France 884 request descent.
Looking for it.
Air France 884, descent flight level 210.
Can't actually see it, to be honest.
Level 210.
That's a 13505 maybe. 124. Sometimes it can be down here.
560 Echo, contact Geneva arrival 131.325, happy landing.
There we go, we have got an 80, so just double click on that, that prints it out here. What we're going to do is we're going to check for 13 or 125.05.
Manual clean street, Lufthansa 5421. Actually, Lufthansa 5421.
I'm going to have to ask him to confirm the frequency actually, because I might have said it wrong. I might be getting this wrong.
240 knots, Lufthansa 5421.
Oh, there we go, we're almost out the clouds. Oh, I keep missing my opportunity. So,
level 180 about 60 echo.
could you confirm the frequency for 35 Papa Kilo?
35 Papa Kilo, please, radar 128.05.
128.05 is 35 Papa Kilo. Right, there we go, so it's 128.05. Let's just 05, there we go. 128.05. Swiss radar is U35 Papa Kilo with U level at flight level 240.
U35 Papa Kilo, Swiss radar, good evening.
Look at the lovely mountains over to our right. Fantastic, coming out the clouds now. Looks absolutely amazing. And we're moving quite fast as well. Only doing about 290 knots though, but going quite quick along the ground, I assume. Again, we're going to leave the anti-ice on, but just make sure all the strobes and everything that should be on is on. And I'm just going to turn up the display brightness a bit, as we're sort of in the brighter area. So, zip ahead here. Mountains look amazing, but yeah, that's really amazing. Actually, there's no buts. Looks amazing. This is 35 Papa Kilo. Request to be out of the cockpit for 10 minutes or so.
Approved.
So there we go. I've just got out of the cockpit. I'm just going to be back in a sec. It won't be 10 minutes, but I like to ask for a longer time than I'm going to be, just to sort of please the controllers. So I'll leave you with this nice wing view. I'll be back in a minute.
Good evening, KLM 279 with your flight level 260.
KLM 279 Swiss radar, good evening. Contact radar 133.4.
Hi guys, we're back, sorry. Just needed a minute. Hello. Hello Zenixo, nice to see you in the stream. We'll just tell them we're back in the cockpit, so I'll just put it in a text message.
Swiss radar 133.4. Hotel Bravo Juliet Oscar Alpha. Schönen Nachmittag, ciao.
Back in the cockpit. There we go, so easy back in the cockpit. That'll pop up on his text chat. We'll just know we're there. Easy and done. Yeah, we're back. So, going along nicely there, the mountains in the distance look amazing. And actually, we've covered a bit of ground actually. We're sort of passing over Bursu, heading towards Ditton, and then Ill. It does, thank you Zenixo, yes, thank you for showing me that. Yeah, it really works well. We're currently at 24,000 feet, which is quite high, but not too high, because you know, we're sort of, the mountain's still quite close actually, so it's not that high. If we just turn the weather radar on, we can see some of the weather that's coming over. Yeah, as I say, thanks very much. This is gonna be helpful. So you got a bit of red weather right off to our right over those mountains over there, but nice and green towards our front, which is good. I'll just pop that off as well as turn on the terrain display, so that when we get closer, we start to see the mountains and everything up here, which is quite cool. Boost up the display brightness a bit. Everything else is pretty much good. So if we just check our descent calculator again, turn the brightness up on this a bit. Just so that if the controller forgets to descend us, we can just set. So he wants about 50 miles out. So we zoom out slightly. We need to be level. Oh, go out even further. I guess we've still got a while to go. 130 by Maydib. Zoom back in a bit. Maydib at 130. We've got 50 miles. Try to smash my keyboard. Yes. Yeah, it's a very good mod. Thank you very much. Your Airbus TCA should come soon. Oh, very nice. So it's arriving tomorrow. Oh, very exciting. Send us a picture on the Discord when it comes. Sounds very cool.
Is there any control? Is anyone in the control airspace for Athens, or would that just be on Unicom?
Yeah, sorry, that would be in Unicom. Yeah,
right.
You keep popping up and in the way, so I lost the track of you. So for now, it's Unicom for you. Goodbye.
So we just checked. We've got temperature 14.
Switching to Unicom, thank you.
And let's check. It's not been dispatched. I'm sure they're very good delivery time. Thanks very much. Have good editing. The wind's variable between 350 and 07. So 350 and 07. So we'll just put 350 at 10. Because that was our speed we found. Yeah, see you man. Have a nice one. Have a good one. Right, so wind, not determined wind, 020 degrees, 8 knots. Variable between 350 and 070. Okay, so we'll put 350, and A reckons 8 knots on this, so I'll just put 8 knots on this stream there. 350 at 8. Let's put that in there. There she goes. And that's in there. So this is with the new update of the fly-by-wire, if any of you guys have been flying. Barrow should come when you put QNH in. I found it hasn't actually. I forgot to update mine just before the stream. So actually I'm running a slightly outdated version of fly-by-wire. So if any of you guys have got the more updated one, you should see that your barrow goes in when you put your QNH in. So that's one of those new things. It's to update with the new Honeywell systems of the FMC on the A320neo, which differs it from the A320s, and that's actually one of its key features. It's a more advanced system. So rather than having MDA, minimum descent altitude, and DH, decision height, we actually now have this system where it automatically calculates it, which is a really good system. Makes it for a really nice sort of all-round, which is really good. So you can see that I've just turned up the sounds of Microsoft Flight Sim just because I thought they were a little bit low. So now actually you guys should be able to hear them. Yeah, hear all the noise.
Alton Rijn requests IFR clearance to Amsterdam Schiphol.
Actually, if you guys find the noise annoying, you can go on settings page here. And you can actually change the audio sounds. Eventually, hopefully, they'll add some of this system plane settings to our to our EFB, which will mean we're able to see. So we can set the HPA. You can do all of this through the FMC if you want. So you can go MCDU, options, and depending on what you want. So if we go flight management guidance system, we set default. Borrow, and we put it to hectopascals. Well, actually, every time we turn on, it'll now be in hectopascals, which is quite helpful. If we go to AOC, we can set the source for our ATIS, TAF, everything we want there, which is really nice. IVAO on NOAA, uplinks. It's quite a cool system. If we return a CIDS, no smoking signs. If you have PAX, that's a great thing. If you've got realism, say your aid is line time, so say you're doing a group flight, you can just change that by doing it here, which is a really great thing. I really think it's helpful. Now, starting to talk about the descent. The descent into Innsbruck is one of the most dramatic approaches into any airport in Europe. We go straight into this deep valley, about a 3.9 descent rate, which is, compared to the normal 3-degree descent, that's very steep. While the vast majority of airfields are classed as Category A, which means there's no procedures necessary, or Category B, who are those that are slightly out of the ordinary, Innsbruck is cast as a Category C, which means it's one of those rather more tricky airports which means it's rated as one of them as it poses certain problems for the approach, landing, or takeoff. One of the requirements is that only captains can make this landing, and actually to do this you need to sit in a jump seat for a couple of flights and watch a training captain do it, and then you get some simulator training, and then eventually you fly there with another training captain before you're allowed to fly in there yourself with a first officer. And this is why it's one of those challenging approaches, and we'll see why in a bit actually. But one of the major reasons is because it's surrounded by steep valleys and mountains, meaning your descent gradient is very steep as we pass very low over some mountains. I'm just going to ask Control if we should descend, as if we look here, we've got about 50 miles on ours, or so.
Swiss radar, good evening, Lufthansa 2 for Mike, passing 4,200 for 5,000.
Lufthansa 2 for Mike, Swiss radar, good evening, identified, climb to flight level 120.
Climb 120, Lufthansa 2 for Mike.
Control, is 35 Papa Kilo. Should we descend so we're getting a little bit close? Give me a sec to think.
Good evening, Swiss radar, KLM 279 reach you. Flight level 250.
KLM 279 on Swiss radar, good evening, descent flight level 230.
That's a bit weird, he's just kind of ignored us. Okay, well I'm going to start descending. He might not have cleared me, but we're going to be flying over the mountains if we're not careful.
Descent flight level 230, KLM 279.
What we want to just make sure is what runway's in use. Not determined. Control, 35 Papa Kilo. Should we start descending?
Well, you're asking when you're already in descent.
I asked 2 minutes ago, sir, and there was no reply. Oops. Bye. It didn't reply.
C35 Papa Kilo for the descent, contact munition radar on 132.550.
132.550 is 35 Papa Kilo. Bye bye. I got a little bit dicey there. But I'm asking for descent, like, because, well, I can tell we're getting far too close. And just so you know, guys, for the 3 times I've been into Innsbruck in the last couple of days, 3 of those times I have overshot the descent because they just forgot to descend me. So I'm gonna go down.
Easy, Juliet 3 Tango, contact München 124950.
Easy Juliet 3 Tango, contact München 124.950. Bye bye.
Maybe that wasn't the way to deal with it, but I just, we're going to overshoot, and when we asked the first time, he sort of ignored us.
Level 350 inbound.
Level 8705 or identical.
Oh, right.
So we jet 2 Echo Papa, direct detect.
Essentially, I've just decreased the descent rate so that actually we can meet what we need to be, so if we just sink it. I reckon it's about 30 miles away, so we're about 20 miles away, so we're going to have to boost that descent rate a little bit. And we'll contact München when we can. München radar, easy 35 Papa Kilo with you, descending for 130, passing 200.
So we jet 94 Whiskey, direct detect.
Direct detect, Twitter 9 Whiskey.
From the 154,
Papa, direct detect.
He's busy, but maybe I interrupted him or something.
Bridget 2 Echo Papa, we solved our problem. Are we direct detect?
Condor 1584, climb level 310.
We're high yet again.
Bridget 2 Echo Papa, direct detect.
Direct detect. 2 Echo
So actually, if we're landing when we 08, there's no nav aids, we just follow our routing, and then we have to confirm visual with the airfield, which, seeing as there's not many clouds in the airport today, shouldn't be much of a problem. We should be okay.
Then 46 Romeo, descent level 230.
Descent level 230, 46 Romeo.
Lufthansa 582, proceed direct Milgu.
Direct Milgu.
Turn the lights on for descent.
And the
I'll
other
keep it going
station,
down.
say again, please.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo, thank you. Descent flight level 150.
Sam 150 is 35 Papa Kilo.
And easy 35 Papa Kilo, call Wien 13435.
13435 is 35 Papa Kilo.
Balkan 85 Swiss 128050.
13435,
28050, thanks for your help, sir. Balkan 85.
did you say, guys? Are any of you listening? I actually missed that one. Put in the chat if you know what it is. I don't know what to go to. I'll have to ask him again.
6 km Tango, choose.
So, Lufthansa 335, don't identify.
Just gonna ask.
Lufthansa 443, contact München 123.9.
München 123.9, Lufthansa 440.
Okay, 13435, that says.
Hello, Lufthansa 501, flight level 180, climbing level 190.
Lufthansa 501, do not identify. Gaskag, direct, climb level 220.
Level 230, direct Gaskag, Lufthansa 501, danke.
501, level.
Control is 35 Papa Kilo is descending for 150.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo. Wien radar servos identified. Any preferred approach into Innsbruck today?
If runway 8's in use, we were going for the RNAV Zulu into runway 8. It's 35 Papa Kilo.
Easy 35 Papa Kilo is copied, expect so. Enter the hold at Elmem.
Enter the hold at Ulmem. This is 35 Papa Kilo. Uh-oh.
Flight level 130.
Some 130 is 35 Papa Kilo. Right, so we're going down, but we're going to have to enter a hold, which means charts. As sadly, the A320 Neo in Max Flight Sim, even with the fly-by-wire updates, still won't do a hold by itself, so therefore you have to manually do it, which is not hard, except it kind of is. We can have a look at this now. You can see here, coming in from Maydeb, which we're coming in from on the left. come in here. We've got to be level 130 here, but we turn left to 32.9er, and then back down south to 149, and we just go around like that. So we're passing Maydeb now, or Maydeb, however you say it. We're passing that now, and the speed for the hold is not actually published, so therefore I assume we can carry on doing the speed we want to. Sort of depends. We'll put the seatbelt lights on. Passing through some heavy turbulence there. Seatbelt lights are on. Ooh, it's very bumpy going across these ski resort mountains. That's definitely a ski resort. Yeah, definitely.
300.
Right. Elmem, we go left. Speed's really fluctuating if you're watching that, guys. I'll go in a bit. You can have a look. The speed is really jumping around. Or was. Going across the turbulence of these mountains, quite low. So, who are we on? I think we're on approach. So what frequency are we on? We're on 13255.
Skipper 65, contact München 132.550.
Or 13435. Ah.
550. People's 109er, descent flight level 300.
Descent flight level 300, People's 10.
Right, tower's just signed off, so actually we'll be with this guy for the rest of the arrival. He's cleared us for our expected choice, which was the Arna Zulu. And so we just got to enter this hold. So how far to Elman? 5.4 miles. And on reaching we go left to 329. So we go selected heading now so that we can just roll it round when we get there. And we basically just hold over this mountain. We go round here a couple of times and that's about it. We can see on the terrain radar we've got some heavy mountains over there that we would not be able to pass. However, around where our vicinity now, we're actually okay. So there we go, left to 329, I believe it was. Just check again, just have a look. 329. There we go, entering the hold. Swing it left. We might actually need to slow down to 250, I believe. Oh, wrong one. Oops, it's so bumpy. Right, there we go, we'll put the ALS modes on. Transition level, we're not quite there yet, but we'll put the QNH in, which today, QNH is 1019. QNH set, there we go, the speed's dropping back. By dropping the speed back, we actually have a tighter turn angle, which is much better for what we're doing. And then, once we turn in, we do a 3.9 descent degree once we get back on our sets glide path. 3.9 all the way in and into the airport. Sort of over there. So, yeah, we're starting. That's quite nice. We're quite close. Don't mind holding. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but then again, sometimes it's not so bad. So we head north until we reach a certain river, which is this one sort of just ahead of us. It goes up. I believe it's that one. To be honest, I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. Goes down below Maydeb. Yep. So below Maydeb, up, round. That is the one. So when we reach this river, we start making our left back on ourselves, which we should do about now, I suppose. Left to 149. Head back south. See the wingtip as we roll over. If you're a passenger, imagine this holding. Look at that huge mountain there. Very close to that. And we just roll it left. Always busy on vatsim into Innsbruck, I found. Which is nice sometimes, but then again, sometimes it's not so nice. So we'll have to see. Traffic are there above us. Very busy airspace. How many times we got handed off? Very busy. Right, I think we keep going out to 149. I'm not really sure. I think this is the hold. But if so, it's very similar. If not, it's very similar rather. So I'm sure that's not really a problem. So I'm pretty sure this is.
Papa Kilo, expect one more holding turn.
On my holding term, Roger. You see 5 Papa Kilo. We're doing one more. So all the way, keep coming round. The plane's still turning now. So we're doing more of a circle rather than the oval we were supposed to do, but that's alright. We'll just keep going round. Quite dull doing a hold, to be perfectly honest. So I've not much point to it apart from to kill time, which is quite very boring.
Winradar, good evening, Lot 7421 with you, flight level 380 inbound Miko.
Heading towards Elmham.
Lot 7421, Winradar Service, identified.
Just before we get to Elmham, we start turning left to 329 again.
Reporting breakoff.
555, thank you, wind 020 degrees, 8 knots, runway 08, clear to land.
Runway 08, clear to land.
Right, there we go, left to 329. Left 329, all the way round. Starts rolling left. And we're going round again.
455, Winradar Service,
One more
identified,
hold,
expect
nicely
direct
round.
15.
The ice is melting off the plane, which will be nice when we land. Yep, that should be good. So, we just got to get our taxi charts up. If I just show you guys here. Yeah, taxi charts for landing 08. We'll expect Bravo exit into the apron. Probably won't need to do a backtrack. It may be fairly short runway, but actually we can quite easily stop before there. If you're being annoying, or I don't know, but you'd probably go for backtrack. But we'll be fine.
Cleared RMP Zulu approach runway 08.
Cleared RMP approach runway 08. Is 35 Papa Kilo. Okay, so he's cleared us, which means we're just going to go back to manage that heading mode, and the plane's going to turn us right back onto this line and head us into the runway. So he's cleared his RMP, so now we want to descend 3,700, which is the airport. We're going to put heading track FPA on, and then we set our glide path angle now, which is 3.9. That goes in there, and the plane should descend with that glide path all the way in to the runway. Sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully today it will. I have found it to not always comply. So we're going all the way to there. I think it's a 3.9 descent rate. I have to check, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3.9 descent rate. Yeah, it is. 3.9 descent rate.
Radar, Smart Express 29 Echo, good evening. With you, flight level 240, inbound Rupert.
Flight 29 Echo, Winradar Service, identified.
So it's descending now. Oh, actually 10,000 feet. Oh. Slight glitch there. The plane's actually stopped. Hopefully that comes back. Apologies for that. That was a weird glitch. Don't know what really happened there. Keep going there.
Pan, left engine out, landing as soon as possible in 08.
So, it looks to be about 3.5 descent gradient by this one. So if you just kill the descent rate down to a 3.5 degree descent rate. There we go.
555 airfield is now your 3 o'clock. Do you have it in sight?
Oh, someone's got pan.
Yes, I have it inside 555.
Right, we're going to get some spoilers out to keep speed.
Papa Kilo, reduce minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed is 3.5 Papa Kilo. Right,
descent 4.
that's down to 160 is our minimum approach speed. So he wants us clearly down there. So we're going to keep deploying the spoilers so the speed drops off because he wants us to slow down quite quickly. And I don't want to get cancelled, so we'll get the flaps out, we'll get an overspeed siren. If we cancel the overspeed siren, we're good. We may be overspeeding, but we'll lose the speed quite quickly. We'll go full spoilers to lose that speed. Doesn't look great, does it, to be honest? But we'll go with that. We'll keep the speed knocking off right down to 160. And we're coming in through the valley now. This looks great, actually. I did sound surprised then. We'll kill the descent rate a bit because we were descending, of course, a little bit fast before. It's actually 3.5. I thought it was 3.9. I was incorrect. So we'll sort of just keep an eye on that so we don't get too low. Alright, we're continuing to reduce. We're going to go flaps 2. So we'll continue to knock off the speed. Yeah, I thought we would. Getting over speed, but it's gone immediately. The flaps will go out in a sec. There you go. Oh, there we go. Flaps are dropping out. There we go, turning right to follow the valley. Right slightly. Speed's still going. Keep slowing to 160. And it's going to be flaps 2 when we get to 160, which we're already at, so we're good for now. We just let the speed drop to 160. Oh, stop descending for a second there. 3,700, 35 degree.
555, are you able to vacate the runway on your own?
Runway 0 is vacated, the holding
there we go, still descending. I thought it stopped. So there we go, we're starting to approach our speed, so I'll just bring in the spoilers a bit. Very German controls, very nice. These guys are really nice. So.
ED35 Papa Kilo, wind variable 4 knots, runway 08, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 08 is 35 Papa Kilo. So it goes, cleared us.
Good evening.
So we're clear to land. We'll reduce speed to 140 knots, which is a little bit early, but it means the speed will keep going down. That's weird, the nose is pitched up there, we've actually stopped descending. And I don't honestly know why. The plane should be descending still. That's really weird why it's not. I don't really know. I'll tell you what, let's take manual control. Let's push the nose down slightly. Let's go for a 3 point.
Bean radar, Congress 8705 will disconnect now. Thanks for the great service and schönen Abend.
Let's put a 3.7 in there. There we go, there's the runway. Let's put a 3.9 in there actually, because just so we have a sort of visual aid on what we should be. We'll go flaps 3, a bit early, but again we're trying to lose the speed here. So we go flaps 3, and we can drop the gear actually in a second. Yeah, we'll drop the gear now, just to help lose that extra speed, so that coming in we're even slower. And we'll reduce speed to final, which is 135. That's gone in there. And we'll go flaps full. This is such a fantastic approach. Coming in through the mountains, it's amazing. So we're nicely on for the runway there.
Turkish 83 Tango Alpha, direct Aspat.
Keep the nose dropping so we keep losing altitude. That's good.
Turkish 83 Tango Alpha, contact München.
There we go, so the nose is pretty much level. We've got quite a lot of spoilers out to keep the speed down. So we'll just check the cabin. That's what the ECAM wants us to do. Cabin checked. A bit glitchy there, apologies. Keep the spoilers coming down. And we'll start to roll the nose left.
Lot 7421, you can expect the Nanit 2 Alpha arrival and the localizer DME
We'll just close that so it's out of our way. And we'll keep the nose coming down. 3,700 was the initial descent, but we're going to keep going further down now. Right down to our finals, which of course is the ground. So disengage the flight directors, so we have just the bird on the artificial horizon and the LS mode, so it's nicely just the bird. So we can see we got a slight crosswind, so the bird's slightly off to our right. And actually, that just gives us a great idea of where the plane will be going. You can also see the sort of where the plane's going in terms of descent compared to actually where we're going, which is really nice feature. The fly-by-wire team have added that in very well. There we go. Nicely lines up with the runway. A little bit steep. I'd prefer to be a bit lower, and of course, obviously, to have the flaps, the spoilers in. But we'll do the best. So we'll idle thrust and disengage the auto throttle, so that when the speed knocks off, as we come over the threshold, we don't have an issue. Quite a steep descent gradient there. Still coming down. That high descent gradient. Nicely in it over. Sorry about the glitching here, or the lag, whatever you call it. It's just the scenery loading in, and there we go, we're pretty much back. Whoa, bit of turbulence flop there.
Radar Austrian 3 Tango Charlie, flight level 207, climbing flight level 240.
It's because I haven't on the spoilers, we're going to have to go manual full spoilers, but I've got a spoiler lever, so we're good for that. I don't need to look down in the cockpit. 100.
Flight level 360 Austrian 3 Tango Charlie.
3 Tango Charlie is copied, stop climb flight level 360.
Oof, not such a good touchdown there. Wasn't bad like actual touchdown, but we missed the centre line by quite a lot. Ooh, and the runway's covered in snow here. Reverse thrusters. Brakes. There's the nose wheel touching down. Keep it straight. Keep braking. 100 knots, slow it down. Keep slowing her down. 60 knots, reverse thrusters disengaged. Sadly we didn't make that, so we'll have to do a quick backtrack spin. Back in. 40 knots, keep the speed dropping off. Spoilers in. Keep manually braking to knock off the speed. Right on the side here. Left and back round. Go left nicely round. And there we go. We're down. That wasn't bad. I don't think that was too bad. So, APU on. Anti-ice off. We'll leave the strobes on until we get off the runway. Landing lights and what's its lights can come off. Fly Bidders bus, get the ground speed up to at least 30, so we can get off his runway. But all round, I thought that was a pretty good landing, actually. Not bad. Sadly, I forgot to replay it. I saw that as soon as I touched down. I thought, oh no, should have replayed that. But you know, that's alright. We'll vacate the runway, and we'll put the flaps up. If you want to know more about the scenery, the Orbeck scenery, the links are in the description for the to where to buy it. But I recommend go checking out my review. It's quite an in-depth review, but you can go check that out. And I weigh up the pros and cons of the scenery, and I think it's absolutely fantastic personally. But so if some of you guys are umming about whether to buy it, I really recommend it. But that video clears up a few things. I think it's quite helpful. Right, so he hasn't actually told us standard choice, but we'll assume standard choice. So therefore, if you ever sort of in a place like this where there's not many taxiways, he wants us off the runway and into standards as soon as possible. So we'll go left in here, next to this aircraft. Keep going left. Hopefully we don't clash wingtips. Oh, it's going to be close. We're good. Nicely in. Hit the brakes. Let it sort of roll to a slight stop. And there we go. Stop, parking brake set. Go back to the cockpit view. Lights off, strobe lights off. I meant to turn them off. Beacon lights off. Engine 1 and 2 shut down. TCAS to standby. And we'll just let this plate.
Smart Express 29 Echo leaving my airspace, no further TC available. Unicom 122.8.
Continue.
Bye-bye.
And we're good. Train display is off.
Switching to Unicom 122.8. Thank you so much for ETC. Goodbye.
Connect to the external power. See what signs can go off. Apologies for the little bit of lag there. We go. Oh, no, it's not settings. Sorry, ground tab.
706 Victor, contact
See if we can get some stairs to
1
come say hi.
675. Bye-bye.
If not, no worries.
675, thanks for your help. Spirit 706 Victor, have a nice evening. Bye bye.
We'll go. We've got stairs arrive. Let's see if we can get them to connect.
1560, send flight level
Stairs.
290.
See if we can get some catering online.
Flight level 290, Austin 15.
Cell power and baggage. See if we can get them to come over. There you go. So what you do is I find if you click it once, they come over. Sort of appear. If you click it again, they start doing stuff.
Unicorn 122.8. Bye-bye.
Don't know what the baggage guy's doing. He's just driven off. Again, lovely scenery. Looks really, really good. It wasn't as sunny as the thumbnail as it was when I took the screenshot for the thumbnail, but no worries there. So what we're going to do, we're now going to, so as we're shutting down for the day, turn the fuel pumps on. Off, sorry. Fuel pumps off. Turn off the emergency exit signs. Nav lights off as we're doing a full shutdown here. As going full cold and dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to dial displays to nil. Right the way down. On now the displays you can do, and the interior lights. Sorry, integrated lights. And the floodlights. Overhead integral lights off. Panel brightness off. And the lights off, and there we go. Plane's pretty much shut down. So shame that stairs aren't connecting. That'd be a nice way to end. Go on, come on stairs. Come say hi. Come connect. No. Are you going away? Oh no, I haven't clicked the button. There we go. Right, now you should come and say hi. I don't know what's going on. What are they doing? The door's open. God, it's cold in here. And anyway, what you then do is you take the APU off, and then when you turn your ADIS off and your battery masters off. That's if you're doing a shutdown, but I'll leave the ADIS on. That's if you're doing a sort of full, complete storage, which lots of airlines are at the moment. So there we go, guys. That's it. That's Innsbruck. I hope you guys liked that video. Please come ahead and join me at San Juan, TJSJ, for our stream on Sunday. Disconnect. This is 35 Papa Kilo disconnecting. Thank you very much for your help, sir. Bye bye.
Thanks for flying. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Disconnect. There we go. We disconnected. Yeah, and all we're gonna do is we'll just have a nice look at the 757. I think it looks great in this scenery. But yeah, please join me. TJSJ is the ICAO code. Please come and fly in. I'll be controlling on vatsim for at least 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. See how busy it is. See how many people come in. We should get some traffic hopefully. As I say, it's near St. Martin, so if you guys feel like flying to St. Martin, that's TNCM ICAO code. We are an FAA airfield, however, being a Brit, I'll try and keep it as ICAO format as I can. As I say, please come along and join us, and please hit that like and subscribe if you like content like this. We'll be streaming, as it's now Easter, we'll probably be streaming again soon. Please let me know in the comments if there's any places you'd like to go to, or we'd like to do group flights to. Please let me know. If there's anything you'd like to see, please let me know. Apart from that, guys, Pillar Pilot out. Have a great